everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10 in total yards. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Dalton. Oh, he's going to take a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's got time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings... up 3rd down. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So here now the old Wiley veteran, 13th year in the league, Donnie Jones, to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on 1st down. Penalty marker is down here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So now the offense is facing a 1st down and 20 after that last mistake. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And it'll be Dalton again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Passing, it's Dalton. The veteran James Jones, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
This is caught inside the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Dalton to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Mike Nugent for the Bengal field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They send Green to the left on his own. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton, that is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. They'll go for it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler underneath for Miller. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. we're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Right side, caught Fedorowicz. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And an alley to run. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards on the ground. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Miller. And not much of a hole. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now it's Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Everyone's got 4 down. Now let's go. Blue line. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On 2nd down, Osweiler. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Osweiler, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brock Osweiler as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a first down carry by Bell, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. So Dalton now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A give to Bell. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They begin with a run by Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Hey, you got three.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's complete to Fuller. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run with Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. 9
yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
You got four. Here we go now. Leopard.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to take another shot here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Second down, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And Green with a catch left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Alone to the right is Jones. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Dalton throwing on second down. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Play action. It's Osweiler. Surveying the field. He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFau. Brandon LaFau, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Osweiler. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
All right, here we go. 3, over.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Back to throw. Now a desperation. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. 47 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's a give to Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
He's back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
No. Check. Patriot.
No run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On the sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brock Osweiler finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for Houston, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis.